I like your smile, man. Keep it every day. Good, you got to keep it. Thank you. All right. Well, good morning. Good morning. I'm Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, and since I took office in January, one of the things I'm trying to do is have conversations like this. I kind of call it real talk with the sheriff, because that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be just real talk, just honest conversation, and just kind of learn a little bit about you in general, and just tell you a little bit about my vision, and then kind of see if we can make some progress. I always like to say that I like you all, but I don't want to see you again. I really don't. And I say that respectfully because I want you to be out there making a difference, being productive, having freedom. Life's too short to be in here, whatever got you in here. We understand there's a lot of brokenness out there sometimes, and there, but for the grace of God go I. I often say that, based on the statistics, based on the neighborhood where I come from, I was probably more likely to end up in here incarcerated than I ever would be to be a Harris County Sheriff. But, I'm proud and blessed to be in this position, and I believe a lot in trying to help change things as best we can. And we're trying to do that every day. I'm also mindful that we have a very special day coming up. It's going to be Father's Day. How many of you are Father's Day? Okay, all of you. So, often I like to ask is, do you think you could really be the best role model you can be if you're in here and your children are up there? You can't be. And that's why it's important. Sometimes it's not about us anymore. We've made some life decisions along the way, and you know what? We have to be responsible for those children that are out there now, and make sure that they lead better lives. Because look, the statistics, back to statistics, that statistics bear out that the simple fact that you're in here, the odds of your children ending up in here are about 70%. Do you know what? It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. We could change that. We could change that with you, but it's up to you as well. Because we could help you, we could support you. I'm here because I believe in you. But if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't love yourself, there's nobody else can do it for you. And there's a lot of folks that cycle through here a couple of times, and you would think that they've learned their lesson after the first time, but they don't. How many of you have been here multiple times? More than several of you. And for those of you that haven't, then use that as an example that, whoa, they've been here before and they're back again. Something happened along the way, and it's because the world's a cruel place sometimes. We go back to neighborhoods that were dysfunctional, families that were dysfunctional or broken, addictions. And do you think that the reentry programs have been helpful?
Yes, sir.
We're trying to expand those. We're trying to expand those. And then some of you that have been in the reentry program, if you qualify, we'd like to come and see you back over here. Not in Orange, but maybe being a coach of some kind.
Right. Yeah.
You got to think of possibilities out there. Okay, it's possible. It's not always perfect, and you got to be ready for those hard times because you're going to have them again. We all have them. We all have them. You're going to get back out there. There'll be temptation. There's going to be obstacles. You're going to, maybe lose your job again because, the economy may get a little bit bad. You got to be prepared for that. And but during your stay here, how many of you have thought about, obviously you've thought about your children, but your thoughts about being a father? Have any of you given any thoughts to that? What have you thought?
Good morning, you here, Lord, all these staff. One of the things that I find with this program is really, and I'm 63. And preserve me a little bit too. I ain't good with just fancy words, but this program, a lot of young guys that come to this program, one of the first things that we tell them all the time, if you don't learn nothing else in here, respect Jesus. Respect him. Because when we started out our devotion off in the morning time, we started out with a prayer. And if you don't learn nothing, ain't no talking, no nothing. And if you don't learn nothing else, and you'd be surprised that the young people that's up in this jail don't know Jesus, don't know how to pray, don't know how to talk to God. It's a shame, man. It really is. My dad always told me, he said, look out, boy. He said, don't go, if you're going to kill a snake, don't go to the ass. To kill him, you go to the head. And I see you going to the head to try to attack this man. And it means a lot. And this program, I tell them all the time, if you put something in, you're going to get something out. If you don't put that in, but one thing about That woman right there, she don't get your body. She don't get your body. In 24 hours, you gone. If you don't want to participate, that's what you gone. You ain't gonna make these people toxic. You know what I'm saying?
What's your name?
My name is Edward Sims.
Edward?
Yeah.
Mr. Sims, you know, I can tell you're a leader, you know?
Yeah.
And just like you're a leader in here, you could be a leader out
Yeah,
there.
and I tell them all just like in the morning time. You
Don't lose that.
It's a good thing that they ain't never had this before. I don't went through a lot of these little programs that nothing like this. You got spiritual people too.
Thank you.
You can't do nothing for it if it ain't spiritual.
Yeah.
You gotta have God in there. You gotta have God. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So we wanna be helpful and kind of get you back on track. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for taking time to come see us. It's the second time that we've seen you in the Star Trek program.
Oh, yeah.
I know that you're a very busy man. We've seen you on TV. I know you got a lot going on. So for you to take the time to come and see us, that speaks volumes about you as a person to me.
Well, I appreciate
And
it.
thank you so much for your team. I know this program has been a lot for me. I've been here about 6 months now. It's the first form of rehabilitation I've ever encountered in this jail system.
Wow.
And I've come a long way in the last 6 months, and I really appreciate everything they've done. Ms. Jennifer and her team, Deputy Drew does a lot for us as well. So thank you for that.
And thank you for that feedback.
He touched on a couple of things I'd like to speak on, but you as well. But you talk about the stigma of our children and breaking the cycle that Jennifer talked about. I know the most influential person in a child's life is the same-sex parent. So I have to use myself as an example of how not to be. And coming to jail, I went through a divorce a couple of years ago, and it was excruciating the pain that I had to deal with not being with my kids on a daily basis. And I ended up sticking a needle in my arm with methamphetamine, and that needle became my higher power. So this is the longest I've been without drugs or alcohol in my system in a long time. And that, between that and the programming and the spiritual help that we receive from HMAC, that Pastor Jones and Pastor Crow come and see us.
Thank you.
It's been a lot for me, and I certainly appreciate everything you guys have done.
I appreciate that. That's motivational for me. And, you know, again, I can't thank you for your service enough. I truly, truly mean that. It's just, this country, we owe you a debt of gratitude for what you've done. And that's why it breaks my heart, especially for you all, because you're all natural leaders. You've served, you've been out there, you know structure, you know all these things, and you have a skill set that could be, you know, employed out there. And so just want you to have a productive life, you know, and be there for your children and all that. And thank you for the feedback on the programs. You know, we don't have to do this, but we believe in them, and we're seeing great results. And again, we want you to come back, and I'm excited to see what the sunblock's going to look like. You know, we're trying to grow it and improve it, because again, we believe in you, and so thank you for that feedback.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hi, Sheriff. How everybody doing today? My name is Darryl Rose. I have 7 kids. I have 5 grandbabies. I'm 39 years old.
Wow.
And it's been a hard life for me. I had a good mother, sisters and brothers. Nobody have ever been to jail in my family but me. My kids, they wonderful. I love them. But I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do out there in the world to love them the right way. Like Ms. Jennifer said, the Jordans and all that. That's what type of father I was. I was more like buying love instead of loving them.
Yeah.
And every day I lay down, you know, it's on my mind about my babies. You know, I know they doing good, they mama's work. You know, and now I got grandbabies. And, you know, it's hard, you know, just because I'm really not that father figure that's supposed to be, that I'm really supposed to be there. And by me being here this 7 months, it's been hard for me, but at the same time, I'm not gonna let nobody steal my joy. I'm not gonna let the devil steal my joy.
That's why I was complimenting on your smile. Man.
Oh, yeah,
Your
I
smile.
have to keep it.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm facing a lot of time, but at the same time, God got me.
Yes.
So I'm happy with whatever he do for me, whatever.
Yes.
This time here, I didn't do nothing wrong, but at the same time, I've done stuff wrong in the past.
Good.
There we go.
That's good.
So
Own it.
I don't blame nothing that happened on nobody but myself. But I'm ready to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because I know when I leave this place, I'm going to go somewhere else, then I'm going home. when I go home, I own a paint and body shop right now. Been having my paint and body shop 14 years. Now I'm finna get out here and cook, so Miss Gwen can come to the kitchen. I want to leave my grandbabies with something.
That's it.
That's for my kids.
And it's good you're thinking of not yourself and owning
Oh no,
in the flesh, but of others, your family.
Oh yes.
And I'm curious because you say it seems like you had a good family around you.
Oh, yeah,
You said,
good family support.
What do you think was that early thing that set you on a different path? What was that? If there was one thing that kind of started taking you a different
At
path.
the age of 13, because I had a single mother with 5 kids. She was in her room crying one day, but she couldn't pay one of the bills. But it's a lot of drug selling going on outside. And my mama, she worked at the VA hospital right now. And that night I cried. And I walked outside and I asked one of my friends, let me sell some drugs to help my mama. Well, you don't sell no drugs. Man, you sell some drugs. And he wasn't a friend because he didn't say, man, go on. Right. He was a friend to say, here, just give me this off of this. So every night when mama go to sleep at 8 or 9, I sneak outside and I sell drugs to 5 in the morning. Go back in the house, and before I know it, I had like $30,000. At the age of 13, I ain't know what to do with no money like that. But buy Jordans, necklaces, jewelry. And I tell my mama, Mom, look what I found. What will you find this at? And I always lied to her. And when first time I got caught up and went to jail, when I got older, my childhood, I never went to jail. Mama, she come see me behind the glass. She said, what are you doing? I was working at St. Joseph at the same time, but I wanted more. And after that, it was like, man, I know I can get out of jail, get some more money, get some more money. But this time, I don't want to get out of jail and make no money.
Thank you.
See, back to the root cause, he saw that his mom had a need, couldn't pay a bill. What did I tell you earlier about the 3 things? Remember? Whatever struggles they were going through money-wise, and so he resorted to something else, right or wrong. I'm not justifying what I'm saying. And what ends up happening? Criminal justice system gets involved. We don't find that support structure to find opportunities to support that family, better paying jobs, whatever it takes. And that's where law enforcement comes in. Now they're here in a more costly, broken system. And look, it's now impacting his family in a negative way. It's too expensive to have a business.
But with you, Sheriff, it's something totally different, By me coming to Harris County, you never had nothing like this. Never. As long as I've been coming, I never had nothing like this. Support, people that don't even know you talk to you. This man here didn't even know me and told me, that ain't your lifestyle. You got 50 years. Tell me this ain't my lifestyle. Don't even know me, but he loved me like a brother.
That's right.
Like a brother. And for somebody that don't know you to tell you something, you better listen.
That's right.
Harris County never offered me nothing, but now Harris County offered me a new life.
Wow.
I want to start before you finish. And you may have had all these prior arrests, but where are you going to finish? I want to see you make some, having a business, doing good money and supporting so that your children and grandkids.
Smother pork chops, smother chicken.
All right.
I love chicken too, Sheriff.
And let me pause real quick because I want to give my team a little bit of a chance. If they want to say anything, please feel free. Anything you want to share with these men for Father's Day? Karen?
I'm always proud of them every day because just to hear him say, either going to say that lady there, or her, or the little short lady. They may not call her by my name, but they're going to always say she comes in, she's fussing, feet on the floor, 8 to 4. I love them for what they do every day in this program. I really do. I really do. I really do.
Sheriff, I just want to say that, one of the things, being in law enforcement and wearing this uniform, when I talk to these guys, that's one thing that I hope that they see is this uniform, but I do see that they respect this uniform now in this program, and they see that this uniform cares. I hope that that's one thing that reflects from what you're doing with this reentry program and what Ms. Herron is portraying. So these guys here, I see the excellence that they show every day, the discipline that they show every day. So.
Thank you.
Before Tony speaks, I'm going to say to you all, because I don't get this intimate with you all enough, for you to know what I was thinking when I wrote this program. I remember when I was in college and they said, let's define love. And everybody had a hard time defining love. What does love look like? And we just, we made it very educational. It's a construct, it's this, it's complex, but it's not. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's about caring about somebody like you would want to be cared about. And I did not write that. I wrote a program that is very powerful, eclectic in nature, because I used all the evidence in the world that I thought would work to help people want to change themselves, because that's something I can't do. She can't do it, she can't do it, he can't do it, and he can't do it. That's something you have to do. But how do we help you get to that? And love came back to me. So every program that's in this department, the name of it came in a dream. And when I thought about Stars and Stripes, it wasn't a thought. I woke up, Stars and Stripes. That's who they are. Mr. Tony Harris is bound by something greater than drugs. So I couldn't call this a drug program. I just know he should be free. And that was my dream, that you should be free. So that's where the Freedom Project came from. Project Evolve, if you look at Evolve backwards, I have it separate. It's love. It's love. So if somebody asks us, what do we do here? We're revolutionizing the criminal justice system by restoring justice through love. And I am so happy that you all.
I'm not for sure if you wanted to share anything this morning, but I'm here with you because I know you are facing a lot and we have endured this for 2 years plus. So
I'll speak.
if you can help me bring these moments, if you don't, you're okay.
My name is Tony Harris, and I've been in the Freedom Project for over 2 years. And when I first came to jail, I won't say accidentally because God put me there in the program through regular pacification. And when I came in, I was like, program? I didn't sign up for a program. But the guys, the brothers that were in there, they was like, hey, this is a program, this would be good for you. So I decided to stay. And before long, I was community representative. I helped weed out a couple bad guys and ended up staying. And I met a lot of people along the way, you know, coming and going. And I got a couple brothers. One in particular, his name was Duell, Joseph Duell. He just graduated the program through the city, through the mayor, Turner. And, you know, I helped him along the way, and he got probation. God bless him, got probation. And he's out there doing the things that he needs to do to stay free. And together we came up with a nonprofit organization that we're going to do once I'm released. He's already starting to get the groundwork done, and we're going to call it HOPE. Helping other people excel. Our focus is going to be on the youth, because we see so many young guys, 17-year-olds, getting certified as adults, coming through the system. You know, a lot of robbery cases and murder cases. It's the youth. You know, it's not the older guys, it's the youth. And you know, by me having kids, you know, and me not having a father figure in my life, you know, I want to give back to them, not as a father, but more as an uncle. You know, to give them that leadership qualities, you know, teach them job skills, and let them know that, hey, you don't have to do wrong, you don't have to pick up a gun. You know, a lot of lost trades and arts, you know, like plumbers and electricians.
That's right.
But if you could teach them a skill, you know, like y'all was saying about the dog grooming, animal room. Teach them a skill, you know, maybe help them along the way. You know, that's what we want to do.
It's not a mistake that I'm here, and I'm not a mistake, so we all make mistakes.
Amen.
You see, this is where the rubber meets the road for a lot of us. We're all fathers, not only through our paternal children, but we're fathers to all the children in the world. We may be the only father that some child sees, so we should walk in the glory of God. We might be the only light, the only father that they see. So I'm a father and a grandfather. I was raised by two wonderful parents. I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, so you talking about good eating? I love to eat. Anyway, there's a volume of information into each young and old man in here. And we have a lot to offer that we can share with everyone. So don't be afraid, don't be shy to open up and speak. I can learn from a young man as well as I can learn from an old man. And I thank God for my consideration, and thank y'all too.
We got to kind of start wrapping it up.
Right there, he said his hand up.
We'll wrap it up real quick.
All right. My name is Josh. I'm from the Freedom Project, and I just wanted to formally thank you for coming, of course. What I wanted to say is, being one of the younger fathers in the room, the brotherhood that we have in these programs, I just want to appreciate you for it, because there's a lot of us going through the same thing and at different times. A lot of us going through different things at the same time. And having this many people in the same room going through the same and different things, it gives you an outlet at any time of the day that you need it. The brotherhood that we have, I can go up to any person in my tank and just sit down and be like, man, I'm going through something, let me talk to you about it. And you know what? They're going to listen. It doesn't matter. They might not even pay attention to what you're saying, but you know that they're there, and they're going to have some feedback. And you guys give us that. And I wanted to appreciate that, because we had a visitation 2 weeks ago before my kids left to California, and my son looked at me, and he's 3 years old, and he said, Daddy, I want to be in there with you, and it broke my heart. You know, it broke my heart, because I don't ever want to see my son in a place like that.
I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm already free. All right? I'm free in the mind, I'm free in the heart. I don't look at Harris County as being a jail. I think it saved my life. And I come back, but I like to read in the old Bible. And I look at this Harris County as, if you're familiar with the Bible, Balaam and the mule. This is the mule. The mule done squatted because he seen an angel of death. You know, and it saved my life. And I also like to go back to Jonah. I know I'm in the belly of the whale, but when it spits me out, it's going to spit me out in the right place, with the right mind, doing the right thing. So I'm free. I talk to you young guys, I say, hey, I'm a prime example of what you don't want to be. You don't want to be 69 in jail. So there's a lot of things you have to make up your mind what you want to do. You can't stay out of the fence. You don't sag your pants and be this here, and be this environment don't. You got to make up your mind. I made a choice, and it has cost me my mother, my son, my wife. They all passed away while I was in jail. I didn't make any funerals, you know. And my addiction, not to drugs, it's a lifestyle. The lifestyle has taken all this away from me, the liver. But the liver has brought me nothing but misery. So, being here in Harris County Jail, yes, it's a discomfort. I don't like what's going on. I don't like being here. But, like I said, it could be my God in life.
Again, I'm proud of each and every one of you. I believe in each and every one of you. We spoke about love a little bit earlier. And let me tell you that I've seen love here today. For one moment here, I believe in this person believes in me, the world's okay, and we're going to make it. And that's love. All right? Thank you. God bless you.